But first, we have to, of course, talk about the war that everybody is talking about right now. Yemen, under longest period of Saudi heavy bombing seen since 2018. We take this from the fine folks at antiwar.com. The Yemen Data Project released its monthly summary of the Saudi-led coalition's air war in Yemen and found that the last 4 months have been the most sustained period of heavy bombing in the war since 2018. For the month of February, the Saudi-led coalition carried out at least 200 air raids and up to 716 individual airstrikes in Yemen. Since October, just last October 2021, the coalition has launched at least 200 air raids each month. Over a year has passed since President Biden vowed to end support for the Saudi-led coalition's offensive operations in Yemen, but the U.S. never stopped servicing Saudi warplanes that are bombing Yemen. And recently, not only did they not stop, they've escalated their role in the war by helping the United Arab Emirates intercept Houthi missiles. Pretty sure, James, the UAE was softened up. I believe it was President Trump. That's right.
The words fail me at times like this, because stories like this really bring home the absurdity of our society generally, and the way that it's structured, and the way that people can be made to look at any story that the mass media wants them to look at, and only think about that, only talk about that, only care about that, even if the exact same type of story is playing out somewhere else. In fact, on a bigger scale. Doesn't matter. They're not talking about that, so we won't think about it. So that civilian death toll for February, which was significantly down from January, looks like it's going to go up in March. Just from a few days ago, the at least 80 Houthis killed in northwest Yemen fighting / airstrikes, including women and children. But those aren't the right type of women and children. Those aren't the ones we're focusing on. Just wait, because we all know that all the people who are crying their crocodile tears over Ukraine right now, like Holly and Phil on ITV's morning show, looking at the images of the girl singing in the bunker in Kiev, and they're crying on cue, I would say, being cynical, about that footage. Oh yeah, just wait until they find out what's happening in Yemen and find out, oh, it's the U.S. that's supporting this and has been supporting it since its inception, has been actively arming and funding and training the Saudis and guiding them on their airstrikes. No. We can't have this. We're going to have a big protest movement. We're going to start sanctioning Saudi Arabia. Oh, wait, no, we're not going to do that. What is the latest about the U.S. and Saudi Arabia? The latest headline, Biden rejected by Saudis and UAE as he tries to replace banned Russian oil. So, of course, we ban Russian oil. We got to get it somewhere. Hey, Saudis, can you just turn that spigot on a little bit more? No? Oh, you won't even take my phone call? Oh, sorry guys. Because as The Intercept helpfully tells us, Saudi-Russian collusion is driving up gas prices and worsening the Ukraine crisis. So, it's almost like Pandora's box is opening and all of this stuff is coming out. Ooh, who would have thought it? And who's actively supporting it? Oh, turns out it's the U.S. Wow, surprise, surprise. But again, we're not allowed to think about this. We're not allowed to talk about it. Just watch what people are doing on TV and emulate them like monkeys. Luckily, our audience are not easily led around by the nose monkeys or bulls with rings in their noses. We are sovereign, independent human beings who can actually act on principle, and on principle oppose war and invasion and killing of women and children and innocent civilians. Yes, we can oppose that across the board, no matter who is doing it, under what circumstances, but only if we put on our thinking caps.